Hey guys, Paul here with Patek. In this video we're going to take a look at a brand new speedlight bracket from Godox. This is the S2, and this was actually sent to me by a company called Gear. And the reason they sent it to me was years ago I did a review for them, not for Gear, but I did a review of the Godox S1 bracket, and I am now the proud owner of 4 of these things. So I bought these things with my own money and I've been using them quite happily ever since, but I'm a really good judge as to what works on this bracket and what doesn't. And so I was thrilled when Gear reached out and asked if I'd cover the S2. And just from using this thing over the last couple of weeks and quick look at it, everything that I could possibly think of that I'd want to fix on the old version has been addressed on this one. Okay, so let's get into the details. We'll give you as much information as we can, and you can make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to buy a couple of these for your own kit. But my advice right now is just go out and get 2 or 3 of them, because you're going to love them, especially if you're using something like this. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a good look at the new S2 bracket from Godox. And probably the best way to do that is to compare it to the S1. So there's a number of changes between the 2 brackets, and the first one I think is this change. This is the old bracket, and you can hear the ratcheting when I move this back and forth, and that was probably the one thing that I dislike the most about the original bracket. Whereas the new bracket, it's just effortless. It has this friction material in the middle here, so when you snug it up, you've got kind of a nice, quiet, soft, smooth adjustment on it. You can really fine-tune the bracket, and for me, that's just everything. It's nice and smooth, easy to use. Ease of use is what I'm after. Okay, so let's get this guy out of the way. Now, you'll hear the bracket referred to as a Bowens S-type mount. And what that's all about is this is a Bowens S-type speed ring. And this, I just borrowed this off of my beauty dish here, but this fits in the back of the beauty dish. And then you can take this, you can take your beauty dish, and the idea here is that, see how it clicks in and locks? And so now you understand the secret between the speed rings and how this thing works. And then to remove it, you just come around here to this pin and push it this way, and the speed ring comes right out. So that means that if you're a Bowens S-mount speed ring user using any kind of gear that has the Bowens S-mount, it's going to work exceptionally well with this bracket. And that's why I love it, because I have a lot of those attachments. So what about the speed lights that work with this bracket? Okay, here is the V862. That fits in quite nicely. I've got it set pretty much to the exact size here, so I'll just snug this down. And I like to put them in so that I can turn this down so that when the bracket it's vertical, you can see your readout on the back of the speed light. Here's a YN568EX. Okay, it fits in just fine. This bracket is going to accept, I would say, all of the major speed lights that are of the size of the V860. Simple as that. Now, here's the TT350. Now, TT350 is not going to fit in like this. So what we're going to have to do is turn it to go vertical, and that's easy enough. I'll just open this up like so, and this little guy will fit right down in there. And as you can see, your TT350 is going to fit in. And if you look on the spec sheets on Godox website, you'll notice that there's plenty of room to fit 2 of these TT350s in here. I just don't happen to own 2 of them. Okay, so straightforward stuff. Get that out of the way. Now, the next thing that's been retained from the old bracket is this little fitting right here. And the idea of that, let's move this over a little bit here, is that if you want to slide an umbrella in here, you can do so. And the difference is that this fitting on the S2 is a friction mount, so that if the wind catches your umbrella, the umbrella is going to pull out and blow away and not knock over your stand and damage your speed light. So somebody was really thinking when they built this, updated this bracket, that's for sure. Okay, so let's talk quickly about mounting this thing. So if we take this little wall mount pin here, as you can see, you can mount your S2 bracket on top, and you can lock it in here with the provided adjuster, but you can also go this way. So if you wanted to have your bracket, you know, mounting sideways, just take this adjustment bolt and move it into this hole here, and you can tighten it against the pin. Okay, so now let's get to the really important new feature on this bracket, and that is this little adapter piece right here. And what you can do with this is you can pop this out, and it allows you to have, I can put this in, so if you want to take this bracket and use it with any of your studio lights that will fit into this area right here, you have that capability. Then you want to tighten it up even more, you can put your second level bracket in here and just pop it into place, and now you've got another use. So Godox has thought this out, so it's going to accommodate a wider range, like the AD200 for example, and some of their other speed lights. So it's going to be a lot more useful tool now. So in my humble opinion, they've really put a little thought into this and made quite a nice upgrade for us. Okay folks, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you found the video useful on this Godox S2 bracket. Like I said before, just go out and get 2 or 3 of the darn things. They're so useful. I mean, it's, you know, you buy a bunch of kit over the years, and some stuff works out and some doesn't. And this is just one of those products that just, you know, keeps on ticking and does a great job every time. So whatever you do, really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe and like buttons. And we will see you in the next one. Take care now.